morning, y'all. Hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I'm hanging in there. That's the best I can say right now. I'm hanging in there. I'm surviving. I've been on survivor mode for a while now, but yeah. So this week has been rough. Kind of go down before I get into story time right now. I gotta tell you something I'm gonna be doing right now. My nails are looking terrible, so we're gonna go ahead and take my nail polish, and then while I do that, we're gonna have story time. So this week, as you could tell from last week, I was having a rough time. Been having a rough time for a while, just a lot of circumstances happening. I'm kind of gonna reveal to you what's been going on without going too detailish, because I don't find that necessary. But to say the least, I know why I've been having so much crying going on is because I've been slowly but surely, and I know it's for my better good, the Lord has been plucking things out of my life that are not useful anymore, such as my ministry and my positions in the church that I am currently going to. So, with saying all this, I have been purging, and it's been hurtful. It just really hurts to what I've been going through. And I've had to let go. I've been having to sacrifice anything that I've loved and have enjoyed in my life so far. And I'm sure everyone goes through those issues where God's telling you it's time to go somewhere else or do something else, and it's like, why? I'm comfortable where I am. And so I've been always comfortable for a while, and now the Lord's taking it away, and it's been hurtful. I know it's for my better good, because God has something so much better for me and my family. And so for me and Mom, we've been really, I'm sure the whole family is, but you know how guys are, they express their emotions differently than us females. So Mom and I have gone through so many emotional roller coaster rides, and she started out first as far as getting through all the anger and resentment and upsettingness from others and herself and everything else. Of course, our bodies are not functioning the way they should be. Our bodies are just kind of wackadoodle, so that's not helping the situation. So, and then now I'm going through a lot right now. So, right now, that is the reason why I'm crying a lot. I did have a crying jig Monday and Tuesday. Monday we worked, and while I was at the first house, thank goodness they weren't around, the owners that is, kind of just do my thing, and then I just kind of had a crying jig and praying and kind of wrestling with God. It's like, I don't want to do this, and he's like, but you're going to have to, whether you like it or not. It's going to happen sooner or later, and you have to be prepared for it. So I'm like, okay. And then Tuesday, we were supposed to do a house, and we got there. This is the funny part. Kind of funny, but kind of not. There was an accident not too far from their house. Felt bad for the person that went through it, but I don't know if they're under the influence or what, but the person had wrecked their car during the night, and I am hoping the person is okay. I'm not sure what happened with that, but nonetheless, they took out like these big old blocks. This is a development, okay, and the electricity's underneath, but they still have these boxes of electricity that kind of, I guess the person, whoever, you know, if you know what I'm talking about, there's like these big boxes of electricity. It's not the poles, but it's like, it's underneath, but you still have to go out and check it and stuff. Well, anyway, the person plowed through it, and so they had to fix that. And then by the time we got there, they were still working on it, and I saw the damaged car. I was like, oof. The electricity went out, so we got as much as we could as far as without the electricity, but nonetheless, we couldn't do anything, and we weren't gonna wait until like, I think they said it was gonna come on at like 1:30, back on. And I was like, it's early, we have these 2 houses to do, and we can't get inside the other house because they weren't home, and we have to go, put the, go through the garage, and it's electric, so it's not gonna work. And then we weren't gonna wait around because we had no other appointments or anything to do. It was too warm. This week has been warm. Go figure. It's like spring. It was like this spring weather out. It was like in the 50s and 60s. I was like, what is with this weather? It's so all over the place. Just like my emotions. Anyway, so nonetheless, we went home, did what we could, and was like, okay, we'll schedule you guys tomorrow. So that's what we did. Next day we did, there's 2 houses plus 2 more that we're supposed to do the Wednesday as well. So, week was a little hokey, as per usual. It's all over the place. Anyway, and then when I got home that evening, that night, I started having a crying jig. It's just been very painful, and I've been communicating with my parents of what I've been going through and what I've decided to do. But don't be shocked when I tell you this, but I've been giving up. Well, I've already given up my Wednesday night service a long time ago. Prior to before when I started working with Mom full time. So that's already been given up. And that was horrible. I cried my eyes out giving up that position. I loved it so much. Nursery kind of gave up, weaned out on its own. I didn't really cry over that because I had my other teaching jobs. But I've decided to fully give up kids' church. I know, shocker. I have 2 more Sundays, so this month. So by the end of this month, I fully have given it up. I've already communicated with my parents, and they're totally okay with it. So, slowly but surely, we're going to give up our positions in the church, as far as Mom and I. And we'll probably, just like I've told you in another vlog, we'll be moving as far as going to a different church. I didn't know when it was going to happen, but apparently it's going to happen this year. So, we are looking for another, oh shoot, didn't land where I wanted it to. So we'll be looking for another church. We're going to probably be nomads for a while, as far as we don't know where we want to go to. I think Mom, we're just going to be experimenting. I've already decided I will stop going to church on Sunday nights. I actually started following, a while back, excuse me, I followed a pastor on social media, I think it was Instagram, and he is just exactly what I'm looking for as far as ministry wise and hearing from the word. He's always on point. There's always an objective. He's funny, of course, and then there's just he's just always on point and everything, and I enjoy his sermons. I've started last Sunday that I started watching one of his ministries or his lessons that God had given him, and it's just wonderful. I absolutely love hearing from what he has to say that has come from the Lord. So that's what Sundays I'm going to be doing, is watching online, staying home, watching online, watching one of her services. They do go live, or I can go through on YouTube. This is what it's through, and just simply pick whatever subject that I want. And I like that option, is being able to go through whatever I feel like I need to click on and just say, ooh, this is a good subject, I need that right now. So that is basically it in a nutshell right now of why I've been the way I am. And I'm like, okay, Lord, this is going to be hard. It is. I'm going to have to walk in the dark tunnel for a while. But I know God is on the other side of that, and Jesus is right there beside me, helping me, guiding me, even though technically He's the light, and He is. But at the same time, I feel like I'm in a dark tunnel, and I have no idea when I'm going to be out of that dark tunnel. So, it's kind of where I am right now. So, please be patient with me as I go through this walk in life. I'm sure everyone has, some point in their lives, have gone through a trial and tribulations where it's just so painful. It's like, where am I supposed to go? Lord, like, where am I supposed to go? It's difficult to say. I have a good idea what we're going to be doing in the future, but at the same time, we've had to give up and sacrifice some things for the kingdom of God. Of course, God did tell us that, and it does say in the Bible that, I'm not going to quote it word for word because I'm not good at quoting, but I'm going to improvise it a bit, that there will be trials and tribulations, and that the walk with the Lord isn't easy. And even when Jesus was picking His disciples, He said, leave everything behind and follow me. That means your family, your friends, your job, positions, whatever, your things. And so, I have slowly but surely had to let friends go in the past, let family go, if, they're not supporting me in any way. Which I know a lot of my family members are supporting me and my family. Maybe not in the past, but they are now. But that's here or near now, or whatever the saying is. I can't think of it. My mind is all over the place. So, and those who don't support me, well, sorry, you don't have to stick around then. Not saying I don't love everyone or feel like I'm not unloved. It's just right now it's just kind of a learning process and eliminating what doesn't need to be in our lives, and that means even things. I've been slowly but surely getting rid of things. I'm thinking I'll probably have to purge again and get rid of things. Who knows what will happen. I'm almost done. I've got 2 more fingers. I'm contemplating of doing my nails again. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna do them right now because I got too much stuff to do today. Poor mommy. She had a rough night. She ended up getting sick. All through the night. She's had only probably like a couple of hours of sleep because she just was sick all night. So plans are probably going to be changing depending how she's feeling today, the rest of the day. We were supposed to go on a girls' trip tomorrow, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not because of how she's feeling. Which is kind of disappointing because we were all looking forward to it. So, plus I was going to be able to you're going to see me out. That would have been nice to see me outside my bedroom and these gray walls. So, would have been nice to have a road trip and then see places. So I don't know what's going to happen. I guess it depends how mom's feeling, how she copes, if she'll sleep well, she'll stop getting sick. Just depends on the situation. Right now I'm going to do my best to do what I need to do, get the house cleaned up and stuff like that. Get things prepared just in case anything happens. So, because we were going to stay overnight, where we were supposed to leave Saturday morning and not come back till Sunday afternoon, evening-ish, I don't know. I'm not sure when we're coming back, but anyway, it's supposed to be like a road trip. A girl mostly be on the road a lot of times. We'll be stopping at places and just visiting, staying at a hotel and that sort of thing, and be on the road again. Short visit, short trip. Just clowning around and having fun, but we'll see how that happens. If you guys see me here at home tomorrow, that means we didn't go. And if you see me on the road, then you know we went. I hope she seriously feels better. Poor Mom, like she needs more on her plate. I think a lot of it has to do with the stress induced. That's why she's not feeling the greatest. I don't think it was food wise, because I don't think she ate anything that could have hurted her. So anyway, that's kind of what the update's going on and what's been the lowdown of what happened. So the rest of the week it's been okay. I've been getting through it. So just bear with me as I'm going through this new transition in life and trying to find my way through it and navigate. Life ain't easy, I'll tell you that. Anyway, got my nails are all done. They're just stained because of the color. But anyway, guess what time it is? Bible time. So guys, we're in Exodus chapter... Yes, we're in chapter 25, it looks like. Alright, offerings for the tabernacle. The Lord said to Moses, "Tell the people of Israel to bring their sacred offerings. Accept the contributions from all whose hearts are moved to offer them. Here is a list of sacred offerings you may accept from them: gold, silver, and bronze, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, fine linen and goat hair for cloth, tan ram skins and fine goat skin leather, acacia wood, olive oil for the lamps, spices for the anointing oil and the fragrant incense, onyx stones and other gemstones to set in the ephod and the priest's chest piece. Have the people of Israel build me a holy sanctuary so I can live among them. You must build this tabernacle and its furnishings exactly according to the pattern I will show you." Plans for the Ark of the Covenant. Have the people make an ark of acacia wood, a sacred chest 45 inches long, 27 inches wide, 27 inches high. Overlaid it inside and outside with pure gold, and run a molding of gold all around it. Cast 4 gold rings and attach them to its 4 feet, 2 rings on each side. Make poles from acacia wood and overlay them with gold. Insert the poles into the wood to the rings of the sides of the ark to carry it. These carrying poles must stay inside the rings, never move them. When the ark is finished, place inside its stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant, which I will give to you. Then make the ark's cover, the place of atonement, from pure gold. It must be 45 inches long and 27 inches wide. Then make 2 cherubim from hammered gold and place them on the 2 ends of the atonement cover. Mold the cherubim on each end of the atonement cover, making all of its one piece of gold. The cherubim will face each other and look down on the atonement cover. Where the wings spread above it, they will protect it. Place inside the ark the stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant, which I will give to you. Then put the atonement cover on top of the ark. I will meet with you there and talk to you from the above atonement cover between the gold cherubim that hover over the ark of the covenant. From there, I will give you my commandments for the people of Israel. Plans for the table. Then make a table of acacia wood, 36 inches long, 18 inches wide, and 27 inches high. Overlay it with pure gold and running gold molding along the edge. Decorate with 3-inch border all around and running gold molding along the border. Make 4 gold rings from the table and attach them on the 4 corners next to the 4 legs. Attach the rings near the border to hold the poles that are used to carry the ark. or the table. Make these poles from acacia wood and overlay them with gold. Make special containers of pure gold from the table, bowls, pans, pitchers, and jars, to be used in pouring out liquid offerings. Place the bread of the presence of the table to remain before me at all times. Plans for the lampstand. Make a lampstand of pure hammered gold. Make the entire lampstand and its decorations one piece. The base, center stem, lamp cups, buds, and petals. Make it 3 branches going out from the center stem, 3 on each side. Each of the 6 branches will have 3 lamp cups shaped like almond blossoms, complete with buds and petals. Craft the center stem of the lampstand with 4 lamp cups shaped like almond blossoms, complete with buds and petals. There will also be an almond bud beneath each pair of branches where the 6 branches extend from the center stem. The almond bud and branches must be all one piece with the center stem, and they must be hammered from pure gold. Then make the 7 lamps for the lampstand and set them so they reflect their light forward. The lamp snuffers and trays must be made of pure gold. You will need 75 pounds of pure gold for the lampstand and accessories. That's a lot of gold. That has to be excessively heavy, too. Be sure that you make everything according to the pattern I've shown you here in the mountain. That is a lot of instructions and a lot of responsibility and a lot of work to withhold of doing all that. And there's a lot more to that as well. Whew, it's a lot of direction you have to obey. They had to obey the Lord. Thank you, Lord, as always, for your living, breathing word. Now into our Age and Wisdom book here. Day 19. Accurate estimations. A rich man's wealth is in his fortified city, and his imagination is like a high wall. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 11. People who have wealth tend to think of their money as a strongly held city. It's their protection and security. When they look to the future, they say, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know we'll be okay because we're converting all our stocks to cash. We'll have lots of money in the bank. Now, as believers in Jesus Christ, what is supposed to be our strong tower? God, obviously. Who is supposed to be our sole source of acceptance and provision? God. When we have riches, we naturally look to them instead, expecting them to do for us what only God can do. We really need to keep our money in perspective. Here's a good reason why. As soon as your eyes fly to it, it disappears, for it makes wings for itself and flies like an eagle to the sky. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 5. So what follows are 5 wrong myths about money that we would all do well to understand and work around. Excuse me. Myth number 1. Money will make me happy. Let's not even waste time debating that. Winning this argument is like taking candy from a baby. Many sad stories from history in the Bible, as well as many of our own experiences. Excuse me. Many of our own experiences prove that money will let us down and leave us unsatisfied. Will money make you happy? Probably just the opposite. Myth number 2. Money will make me content. What kind of lies are we telling ourselves? If I had just had that, everything would be great. When we get settled into the new house, when we get this one thing accomplished, excuse me, went down the wrong pipe or something there. When we get around this corner, when we finally accumulate enough money in savings to put down a payment on it, then we're going to have everything just like we want it. All I need is that, whatever that is. How many times have we said stuff like this? Probably too many times. How many times have we discovered that the thing we wanted so badly really wasn't all that? Have you ever worked like crazy to try chipping down your credit card bill, and when you finally get it all paid off, what's the first thing you do? You go buy something else, right? You build a mountain of debt all over again. If that isn't bondage to the false notion that money will make us content, I don't know what is. Money can't do that for us. Myth number 3. Money will give me family appreciation. Okay. Even if we fail at everything else, we think every day our kids are going to come to us and say, Dad, you really are a good provider. You are able, or Mom, for that case. It could be Mom or Dad. You were able to afford to give me everything I needed and wanted, and I'll be forever grateful for it. Don't hold your breath. More likely what will happen is, Dad, you were working so much, you didn't give me yourself. You bought me all this stuff, but all I needed was you. Myth number 4. Money will make me feel better about myself. That's sad. We think if we just had money, we could hold our hands up high. We look forward to going home for Thanksgiving and having people tell us how successful we are. It's false flattery. Myth number 5. Money will give me acceptance with others. Let me spare you the pain on that one. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 22 says, A greedy man is in hurry for wealth. He doesn't know that poverty will come to him. The trouble with money is that it promises big but delivers little. Now, wisdom tucking. Have you ever felt tricked by any of the money myths listed above? Maybe when I was younger, but I can't remember specifically. Share your story with someone younger than you. Here's what I've learned, ... So, something to think about. Money doesn't get us anywhere. It gets us some places, but it doesn't bring satisfaction in our lives, is what that is trying to say. So now, what am I going to do? I'm going to go see... I'm not sure if my laundry is done. I might need to check on that because I started that. I don't know what else I gotta do. I mean, we're gonna vacuum and dust at some point, and you should probably check on Mom just to see if she's okay. So, I don't know what else I'm gonna do, guys, but you'll see me later, okay? Keep you updated later. Hey! Excuse me. It's the evening, guys, as you can probably tell. I don't know if you can really tell. But anyway, it's the evening. Got pretty much... I didn't really get anything done except for my laundry. So... Unfortunately, Mom is too sick to go anywhere. So I'm not giving you guys an exciting vacation-y type weekend. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Which is kind of disappointing because I really, really wanted to go. Wanted to give you guys an adventure, something different. But it ain't happening. It is what it is, I guess. Sickness is just going to come whether you like it or not. Poor Mama. Hopefully she gets over this by tomorrow and she feels a bit better. But I don't know. Nah. So you're just going to get a boring vlog this weekend because nothing's happening. The guys will be having their guys. They're going out to eat tomorrow. I'm staying home because, originally it was for them. And they're going to go and I'm going to be okay with it. So it's okay. My mom and I we had Golden Corral this week, so we don't need extra. I was pretty naughty. I ate a lot of carbs that night, but I was like, I don't care. I'm eating what I want. But anyway, no matter how boring this vlog weekend is going to be, I hope you guys still enjoyed. Just sitting here watching YouTube videos like I always do. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll get more chores done. Vacuuming and dusting needs to be dealt with. If it doesn't get done tomorrow, I'll definitely get it Monday because I won't be going anywhere Monday as well. Excuse me. I just ate, so I get phlegmy every time I eat. And that's something you need to know, but there we have it. I have to go finish folding my clothes away. my last load to fold and put away. I gotta do that. I'm not sure. Bathroom needs to be cleaned as well. Yeah. So I got tomorrow and then also Monday to deal with chores. So yeah, I'm so sorry that you guys are gonna see such boringness, but it is what it is. My friends did decide, since they booked hotels, they're still going, so they get to have fun without us. We'll have to have a girls' day out again. Girls' trip. I think we want to plan one in April when it's nicer out, so the weather will be nice. It won't be winter. It'll be spring by then, so hopefully that time everything pans out and we can actually go. And it'll be like a lot further trip than this trip would have been. So yeah. That's everything. So I'm gonna close it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, keep on smiling, stay positive. I love you guys. Jesus loves you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.